coming in to see what they can do to disrupt the standings.
Are you trying to tell me Ghost Rider ghosted us?
It's what it feels like. I mean, they're so fast, you blink and they're gone.
Well, it's a shame because that was one of our interesting storylines coming in. What can this brand new developer we know nothing about do after posting that kind of time in qualifying? I suppose there's still a chance to submit a model before the second round, but for now we put our focus here on JPMC-Rogue-Hyderabad. JPMC stands for JP Morgan Chase. This has been a powerful team throughout the last couple of years of competition, Blaine, and this is one developer that's been on the cusp of making the top three, just hasn't broken through yet.
Absolutely. We've called Rogue's name out quite a bit throughout the year, trying, of course, to get into the top place. A nice, good, speed coming around, barely keeping some wheels on the track. The question is, how are we going to look here on box number 3? And no.
It was close, though. That's been a difficult one, and I'm a little bit surprised by that. I would have thought that the natural racing line would actually take the cars out to the left-hand side of the track and away from that box, but it has proven to be problematic. This is the really difficult part of the racetrack itself. That box hasn't proved to be too challenging, but certainly we've seen models struggle to negotiate those curves, and perhaps more importantly, just identify the right piece of the racetrack to stay on. That caught out a couple of our developers early on. Decent opening lap despite 2 resets for JPMC Rogue-Hyderabad here, 35.126, which would provisionally be 6th fastest so far, but look, nice and smooth, and a purple second sector. That is the fastest of any developers so far here tonight. Just cleared the last box. Blaine's got his mouth covered so he won't jinx anything. This is the final dash to the stripe, and how about that? 25.604. The fastest qualifier on the month backs it up with a rapid lap here in round 1.
I was so glad I kept my mouth shut because this has thrown the standings on its ear. 25.604. That is just barely a second slower than the fastest time with no boxes at all on this track. This is exciting to see this kind of speed, this kind of motion. Rogue is like, I am sick and tired of being at the ball and not invited to dance. They want his ticket punched. We're going to see what we can do. The race is not over, but Rogue has put a stake in the ground.
No kidding. How impressive was that? And even on this last lap, proving that there's even more speed in the model with a purple 3rd sector. Unfortunately, a couple of resets rendered that moot, but still time to try and move that goalpost just a little bit further here and create that much more of a cushion going into round 2. It's not going to happen on this lap. The reset pretty much eliminates that. And that's the other point that we should bring up here, Blaine. Based on the results in round 1, I think it's pretty clear. You have to have a perfect lap. You cannot go off track. You cannot have a box contact, or that lap has no chance of supplanting anyone, I would say, in the top 4 at the very least. But the top 3, of course, is the threshold we're really paying attention to as the top 3 move on to the championships here in about a week's time.
Absolutely. Yeah. This with posting a time right now that is almost 2 seconds faster than ADA posted. This one is clear. You not only have to have perfect, you have to have the speed. Even as Rogue right now seems to be stuck to get into the serpentine here at the end, Rogue needs to be sitting pretty confident on what's happening as they go to the gate. If I was coaching Rogue, I would certainly say there's no reason to change out your models, but I'm thinking everyone else is now going to their garage and thinking, I've got to find more time, even if I'm ADA or Penguin, that is sitting right up there. Thinking they were safe with a 2-second differential. That's saying nobody's safe. Anybody is going to be able to find time if there's that much time more to be found. And with that, our clock is going to run out, and this is going to end us for round 1.
And keep in mind, there is more speed out there because this model had a faster third sector on a lap that did not improve its overall time. So, yeah, there is pace out there, and that's why even JPMC-Rogue-Hyderabad can't sit totally confident moving into round number 2, but impressive stuff there as we got towards the end, as we expected. The fast qualifiers backing up that speed with their first runs, and now we head to intermission in the crucial time in the competition as the developers make their final chance to change their model, select their model ahead of the last run of the regular season.